ball off as far as Louise Woods. Louise Woods breaks forward. Amy Sexton in on goal.
Really like to do it for the supporters of the county if we can overcome Meath.
I think the important thing to note is they're improving every day that they come out. They have depth in the panel.
Out with Chloe Maloney now, takes advantage of the mix-up, lobs the goalkeeper, and that's in the back of the net. It was a good move. The shot from Chloe Maloney from about 30 yards out, super point. And Seamus Mulligan throws the ball in, and the second half is on. As far as Anya Keane, super football. Cueva Harvey has it. Can Clare get the finish? Great shot. What a shot and what a save as well. Great football. Laura Curran in on goal. Great shot. Great save. Clare drifting back in numbers, trying to make it difficult. Good ball inside. Well won. Excellent football from Nasa Dooley. They can create danger inside and a lot more danger here now. The substitute has it and she has the shot and it's in the back of the net. Clare tried to break out, but lose possession. Well won back by Sean O'Sullivan. Kildare bursting forward. Great opportunity to score for the full forward. Great shot. Meath has it. Can she get it onto her left foot? Meath has the shot. Gives it to Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney turns. Shoots. That looks good. Inside towards Byrne. Roisin Byrne wins the ball in the second attempt. That's really good football from Roisin Byrne. Good shot. Roisin Byrne's had a very good game. She's had a good angle for a right-footed kicker into the air and straight over the bar. But I think she's going to land it in around the square, definitely. She pops it in around the square. The goalkeeper comes out. Everybody goes for it. The ball is picked up inside on the line. Anne-Marie, one of the players of the game, Roisin Byrne, who was superb, had the ball in her possession. The referee, Seamus Mulder, who blew his whistle. The final score, Kildare 2-11, Clare 1-12. Gordon Nolan 1-2 with Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney gets as far as Niamh O'Dea. Niamh O'Dea has a shot and it's in the back of the net. Gordon Nolan in on goal. Can she get back on her right? She gets as far as Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney with the shot off the post into the net. Niamh O'Dea bounces the ball, tries to get back on her left foot. Lovely ball forward. Beautiful pass as far as Gordon Nolan, and Gordon Nolan rolls that into the net. Really well won by Emma Lawler. Emma Lawler getting away from the Clare full backline. Emma Lawler is in on goal. The shot, great save from Michaela Glynn. Trying to defend this latest attack, and that's really good points. Chloe Maloney, lovely pass from Chloe Maloney on the run to Cueva Harvey. Cueva Harvey gets it across as far as Niamh O'Dea, and that's in the back of the net. The referee blows the full-time whistle, and the final score, Clare beating Laois by 5-7 to Laois's 1-10. Amy Sexton trying to get the shot in on goal, lays it off by as far as Tara Kelly. Tara Kelly in towards Niamh O'Dea. Can she turn on her left? She does to Gordon Nolan. Chloe Maloney tries to maybe turn back onto her left, pops the ball off as far as Louise Woods. Louise Woods breaks forward. Amy Sexton in on goal. Chloe Maloney picks it up, pops it off as far as the runner again, Gordon Nolan in on goal. Tara Kelly has the opportunity of putting that over the bar and does exactly that. Chloe Maloney in on goal. Can she get the shot in? Lays it back as far as
Amy Sexton, great
Sexton, who puts away her second goal. Lovely calm finish. And Niamh O'Dea in on goal. She finds Chloe Maloney 1-2. Niamh O'Dea has it again, back of the net. Sligo are obviously losing this game by a large margin as Niamh O'Dea strokes over Clare's 12th point. Gets it back as far as our clubmate Cueva Harvey. Lovely ball from Cueva Harvey in as far as the corner forward. Amy Sexton,
yeah.
And Amy Sexton puts away her third goal.
The few people that are here behind us have tuned out a little bit and they're following the coverage. What a lob by Niamh O'Dea.
As we get confirmation from Carlo that this time definitely it seems that Kildare have been beaten and Clare are through to the All-Ireland semi-final against Meath.
Yeah, sure. Look, I suppose after the first game, I suppose everyone was kind of thinking it was over. But look, as a group, we kind of knew that had over till the very end, and that proves it there last weekend where we got our result, did our bit, and then we thank God Laois did their bit as well.
Yeah, I speak on behalf of all the girls, I think, when I say that we didn't think that football would continue on into these last few months, but it's massive for the girls, this group of girls, and for the county in general. I think it's great to see games going ahead. Like every weekend there's matches on, whether it's rugby, GA or soccer, and it's great for people to have something to talk about and something to look forward to at the weekend. So as a group of girls, we're delighted that games have gone ahead, and look that we've got this far, and anything from here on in is a bonus for us.
We've worked awful hard in the last number of weeks on our finishing. I think we were disappointed against Kildare not to take those chances that we created, and in fairness the lads have worked awful hard, and I suppose unfortunately for Sligo they probably paid the brunt of it there last weekend or that, you know, so it was just about being a bit cooler in the scoring positions, and I think the girls have taken that on board and finished very well last weekend.
The way you've been playing, it's been very noticeable. You've been very patient on the ball, not making rash decisions on the ball. Like it's good to see that.
Yeah, look, I suppose we've been together now 3 years as a group. New players coming in every single year, but I suppose we're trying to set out our style of play and what suits us best, and it's been doing us no harm, and it's working well for us. So I think the girls maybe are all a bit more mature now, some more than others, but but look, you've Clare Ladies there, look, but no, everyone's getting a bit more mature. I suppose the main thing now in the winter football is holding that ball and making the most out of the possessions that we do get.
Yeah, Meath are an excellent side. The 3 teams we've played have been excellent. Like the competition intermediate championship is massive. We know Meath have been in the last 2 All-Ireland finals. I think we've played them every year for the last 5 or 6 years, and like it's always been a close battle. We played them in the league this year. It's been a drawn game, so like we'll expect nothing less than a good battle from Meath and a high intensity game.
Exactly. Meath probably going as strong favourites. They've been in the All-Ireland final the last 2 years. Look, they're going on for revenge. They've lost 2, so they're mad to win one now as well. Look, I suppose we've nothing to fear. Go in, play our own game. I feel like we're going well ourselves. There's 32 girls there in the panel who are all rowing in behind everything, the management as well. So look, I think just go out and play our own game. We've nothing to fear, and hopefully the result goes our way on the day.
We've a massive task ahead on Saturday or that, you know, and look, we'll take one game at a time, and you know, and I suppose with the hurlers unfortunately being beaten yesterday, we're the last Clare team left, so we'd really like to do it for the supporters of the county if we can overcome Meath and look forward to All Ireland.
It's a massive group of girls there. It's 30 girls, 32 girls actually, and like there's the competition for places is massive. Like you couldn't pick a team for any day. Like last week there was 6 changes on the team, and it by no means weakened the team. Just goes to show the massive effort that girls are putting in this year, and the competition for places is really healthy. So like it brings a great atmosphere to training when girls are competing for places, and like everyone's driving each other on, and like we'll bring that to next Sunday, and hopefully it'll pay off for us. The important thing to note is they're improving every day that they come out. They have depth in the panel.
If I open up my arms,
The wild Atlantic Ocean on the west coast of County Clare, home to the Wild Atlantic Way, home to the finest seaweeds, and the home of wild Irish seaweed.
important thing to note is they're improving every day that they come out. They have depth in the panel and they have a good blend of youth and experience. I think the next day it'll take 19 or 20 to get over the line.
Yeah, I think if 2020 has taught us anything, it's to expect the unexpected, hasn't it? And that really played out in Tuam last weekend. But it must have been the most surreal experience, even leading into that game for Clare, to worry about what's within the four white lines, while also knowing that your ultimate fate lies elsewhere. And I suppose again it ties into the dramatic year has been that you had those scenes which were captured so brilliantly by Channel Clare after the game, of the girls looking around the phone, waiting for the call to come through that the game had finished up in Carlow. So no more than they deserve, because I think the work that they put in throughout the year is certainly merited where they are at this point in time.
I think it'll be a really good game. As you said, Meath will be probably tipped to favourites because of the experience in last year's, but this Clare side are very, very determined, and I've no doubt they'll put up to Meath.
There's no doubt the whole county is going to get behind them, because they've proven, as I say, that they're a professional setup. We've seen the work that goes on behind the scenes. It's no longer just to choose the Thursday and play on Saturday job anymore. They're doing all their stuff online. They're putting their careers on hold, a lot of them as well, to come down and do this. Some of them working up the country and all the rest of it. So again, the county deserves their support. As you mentioned, the last flagship team that are in the county for us at the moment, and it's great to have.
This is their third year in the All-Ireland semi-final. Last year they were beaten by Tip in the All-Ireland final, and the year before they were beaten by Tyrone. That same year, obviously, they beat Clare 2-11 to 1-10. Now, just looking at the players, Stacey Grimes that day, she got 9 points against Clare, and she's lining out at centre forward next week, so she'll be one to watch. Also, Aoibhinn Cleary, she got a goal in the last week's round, so she'll be one to watch as well. Vicky Wall, who's lining out in midfield, she has a lot of trademark runs, and she works really well with the defence, so she tends to hold back. Then Emma Duggan, she's one of the best wing backs in the country at the moment. She played really well in round one. I think she got player of the match. Looking then at Megan Tyne, the other wing back, she loves to go forward, so there are two wing backs who love to go forward, so Clare will have to watch that.
I think there's nothing to fear, because again, you would have thought that the week leading up to the Sligo game that it was a shot to nothing, and suddenly it turned out that here they are in the last four. So I think from that point of view, not saying that they'll see it as bonus territory, but I don't think there'll be any real pressure on them. Meath have lost, I think, 2 of the last All-Irelands, but again, there's a little bit of motivation here for Clare, because 2 of the last 3 years they've played Meath. Meath might be that kind of itch that they want to scratch, and that can often be a bit of motivation as well. And a lot of these Clare players would have been involved back in 16 in the All-Ireland final against Kildare as well, and they'll have a little bit of making up to do from that in their heads as well. So that and those little bits of motivation, and I guess the uncertainty of 2020 as well, might just play its part.
The wild Atlantic Ocean on the west coast of County Clare, home to the wild Atlantic Way, home to the finest seaweeds, and the home of wild Irish seaweed.